Hello and welcome to the Watering Hole. Thanks for checking out this clip. Don't forget to like and subscribe because that'll make the baby Jesus cry, and I know how much you guys love making the baby Jesus cry. Hello and welcome to my channel. Vice Rhino here. Cirrus over there.
Nope, I'm not here. That's a lie.
Cirrus, oh fuck. Oh, I didn't put the cooldown on those things. God damn it.
Haha! Get ruined by your own things. God, guys, he's growing so fast. He's learning all of these lessons we learned through fire.
I am also learning them through fire. So I was editing the last stream we did where this hats thing was happening, and as I was editing it into, oh god damn it, I don't even have my water beside me. Fucking JASA proxy.
You don't even get to you don't even get to hydrate. You only get to dehydrate. Okay. That's a you problem.
Okay. There, another hat. Can you grab my water bottle while you're up?
I can't. I am in America.
I was talking to my partner.
I can't. I am in America.
Okay. You know what? I think this, what is that, another hydrate? Oh, god damn it.
You just get to drown.
No, because you guys can't be trusted with the buttons. You guys get to watch me on stream struggle with figuring out where the fuck these settings even are.
Jesus Christ.
Let's see. Content?
Don't worry, he is doing his best. Probably.
Settings? Stream settings? Nope. Viewer rewards. Channel points. Manage challenges. Okay, where's the cooldown? Stop it! Okay. Well, nothing says I can't just switch between the two hats. So. Oh, wait, no. Okay, here we go.
Rhino gets to be a piss tuber.
Hats off to you. Edit. Where's the cooldown? Cooldown! 5 minutes. Redemptions per user per stream. I don't know. Given what Jas has been up to, I'm thinking 1.
It will be safer for you if you do that.
I'm doing 3 because I'm a nice guy. Okay, that's the hats off to you. Hydrate. Let's.
You fool!
Cool down that.
You don't give them mercy. You don't give them leeway because they won't give it to you. All right, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I don't have to stop you from touching the stove. I just have to let you know that it's hot after you've touched it. You'll have learned the lesson. I just have to explain the concept. That's all.
I mean, to be fair, I am starting to get sick, so the hydrates are probably actually helpful.
They're helpful until you drown.
Until I drown, yes. But as I was saying, I was editing the last stream where we were doing this, and because I take out our off-topic random discussions and put them in their own video, so that the actual discussions that are of a topic will stay on point.
Yeah.
Because of that, there were several instances where just in the middle of a normal video, I'm suddenly wearing a towel on my head for a few seconds, and there's no reason for it that anyone can see in that video. And my standalone videos are getting more views than they used to because I'm actually remembering to do them and stuff.
Remembering to upload them?
Yeah, I have videos scheduled till the 23rd of January right now.
I have videos scheduled only until this Friday, but that's because I do 2 a day.
Yeah. Well,
I
do one a day, and then I skip the days that we stream. And I skip Fridays because that's when videos release on my main channel, and I don't like releasing 2 videos in the same day.
Yeah, that's fair. I guess just because mine's Mine is all live stream commentary content, and I don't know if the topic that I'm covering is going to be one that everybody wants to listen to. There's a morning video and an evening video.
Yeah. Yeah, that works. Oh, thank you, Eddie127, for resubscribing for 3 months. All right. Oh, yeah, also, Zyceus subscribed during the countdown, I think. Cute Dark Art says, I am not small.
Yeah, you are. You're tiny. Shut up.
I've never met Cute Dark Arts, so I couldn't tell you.
Neither have I, but the meme has never died on my channel, okay. So it never will.
Okay, sounds good to me. So yeah, that's there was something I wanted to talk about at the beginning of the stream.
Oh,
yeah. Okay. Bragwen just subscribed. Thank you, Bragwen. Yes, no, so this doesn't really this didn't really warrant its own article, but the Pope came out against what's it called, surrogacy. So it's like one week he's like, it wasn't. The way we talked about it when it happened, I feel like we said that they were blessing gay marriages. It's not that they're blessing gay marriages; it's that it's okay to bless gay people who are in married relationships. They don't just like withhold the normal blessing from them. So
that's
it's not
the most cheeky way to get around it. Like,
yeah.
God turns a blind eye when you do it this way first.
AI wifey just redeemed hats off. I don't have an AI wifey. Do I have another hat? Yeah, I'll just go back to this one. Oh, Fennec the Rabbit just resubscribed for 2 months. Thank you, Fennec. Yeah, so a few weeks ago, said, I suppose we won't withhold heaven from gay people just for being gay. We're still not going to bless their union, but we can bless the people in the union. And has it been 10 minutes already? That was a quick cooldown. And now he has come out and been like, oh, we condemn surrogacy. So like, if you got pregnant with IVF, that's bad. If you got pregnant by having a surrogate, that's bad. Which someone in the chat pointed out that, like, given how their Lord and Savior was born, I feel like that's not a tenable position for them.
I'm going to be honest. Matt Walsh and every other person on that side of the conservative aisle made me tired of the surrogacy argument before the Catholic Church got involved.
Yeah, I could see that.
Just because every one of them is like, no, I don't want gay people to have the ability to do the children thing. Like, oh, yeah, okay, so you're just a monster.
So I feel like this was like the Pope noticed that he was getting all sorts of press for being progressive again. He's like, oh shit, got to do something to get rid of that.
You got to make the homophobes feel safe. You know, it's very important.
Yeah. But anyway, that was just the quick thing that I wanted to mention. That I didn't feel needed an article. As to the articles, though, this is something that doesn't matter to anybody except for me, I think. But I found a website. But it's a website / app that when I heard what it was, thank you, Razor Stormer, for cheering for 100 bits. Yeah, so when I first found out about this, it was just like advertised as like, oh, you can send stuff to yourself across devices without like texting it to yourself. You just save it to it's called Pocket. You just save it to your Pocket, and then you can pick it up on another device, and you can save anything, like links, pictures, whatever, doesn't matter. So I'm like, oh, that'll be helpful for finding new stuff on tweets. If I find something on my phone, I don't need to like text it to myself anymore. I just save it to the app, and then it'll be on my computer. But then it turned out that they have this thing where, like, if you pay them, it's £35 because they're British per year. You can like store the websites offline and on their servers and with no ads, and they format them themselves. So like all of my news items are formatted the same, and the headlines are lined up with the text instead of with ads.
Isn't that wonderful?
It's amazing, and I love it. And like, there are some of the bigger news outlets that have security features or whatever that probably that block this, like the Washington Post. It doesn't work entirely properly with that. You still get the Washington Post layout, which is kind of dumb. That like, yeah, no, this is how I'm doing it from now on. Oh, hi dog. My dog grabbed my hand. So,
oh look, another hat.
how does this hat even work?
Is it a beanie? Oh, that's
No,
not. A beanie.
it's not quite a beanie. It's like a stylish kind of thing. I don't know.
What is that?
I think it's like one of those things that's supposed to look kind of like a beret almost.
It looks like it's trying to be chic, almost, but it feels wrong.
It feels like, no, when you say chic, that was chic, right? Not Sikh, the religion, because I feel like it's trying to be a turban.
I can understand how that confusion could be there. I'll let you be the judge of which one it was supposed to be.
I'm going to go ahead and take that off because I'm probably just wearing it wrong, but it does look like it's trying to be a turban, and I don't want to look like I'm trying to look like I'm wearing a turban because that would be problematic.
I did that for an April Fool's video once.
No comment.
Fair enough.
Hashtag cancel Cirrus.
I've been told if I don't like it, I can leave.
Oh, Venix Primal says, by the way, I love both your guys' content. Thank you, Venix.
I appreciate it.
And yeah, no, if people don't like it, they can't necessarily leave. Leaving the country is a big endeavor.
It requires lots of money.
Yeah. You know how, despite what Republicans will tell you about the invasion at the southern border, it's actually hard to like get a green card and work legally in the States if you weren't born there.
Yeah.
Like, it actually is really difficult. Other countries have similar things in place where you can't just move there and get a job. You have to like go through the appropriate channels and get approval and like residency cards, and you have to have like good reason for leaving.
Yeah, you have to have like it's one of the reasons why people use marriage often as a shortcut through that
marriage
process.
Is the easiest way to do it. Like, but like I can only marry one person to get them into Canada.
Well,
you're already here. Did I just propose accidentally?
You did. Congratulations. We'll get someone to officiate. It'll be fine. Actually, we know a few people who can.
I can, just not in Canada.
You can't do it for yourself. That'd be weird.
Yes, you can. Why not?
Through the power invested in me, by me, for me.
I now pronounce me.
I now pronounce me, man and wife.
Yeah.
That reminds me of so when I was Pensacola Christian Academy had a summer camp called Camp of the Pines. Ooh. And I would go there every year, and I loved it because I was a kid, and it was a week away from home in a summer camp with a bunch of people who may or may not have been my friends. Hell, if I remember. And it had a pool and all kinds of activities, and I loved it. I'm going to be honest, I would probably go back and do it again if I had a chance. Even though all the indoctrination is there. And I remember that they had this little conveniences shop in the recreation ring. And so I was a Bionicle fan as a kid. I loved the comics. I collected the toys. And they had the Bionicle pens in the convenience shop in the recreation area of Camp of the Pines. Remember, this is a place owned and operated by Pensacola Christian Academy. Mm-hmm. So when that summer was over, I had my Bionicle pen, and the masks could actually get attached. The cool thing about the pen was the masks could be pulled off of the pen and then put on the smaller Bionicle figures. It was meant to be able to attach to anything. So I had my Bionicle figure because we had a toy day every other Friday, and I brought my Bionicles because I would use my Bionicle pen in class, and a teacher decided to there was a particular way you would get in trouble for bringing in something with satanic influence in PCA that would involve the thing getting confiscated and potentially detention.
Yeah.
And that happened to me because of the Bionicles that I
bought
brought
from their own
that
store.
I bought from them.
Well, that's how they get more of your money. They confiscate the thing and then you have to buy it again.
So,
oh, Small Fry 15 rated. Hi, Small Fry. Hi, Small Fry's viewers. How was your stream? I'm gradually learning the Twitch etiquette, as like every time I've rated someone else, they've all been like, "Oh, hey, I hope you enjoyed your stream." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, maybe I should say that when people raid me."
maybe common courtesy.
Maybe. Anyway,
like
Small
how
Fry.
one person in your chat's name is Paimon is not emergency food, and I disagree with them. Paimon is emergency food.
Paimon? I'm not seeing that one. Now I'm just going to be scanning my chat.
Over in
oh,
Twitch
yeah,
chat.
there it is.
Paimon is in fact emergency food.
I don't know what Paimon is.
So in Genshin Impact, the Navi type character in the game's name is Paimon, and there is a multiple choice answer to who your companion is when you're talking to NPCs. And oftentimes when you're asked to describe Paimon to people, one of the options is, "This is my emergency food." And it causes her to flip her shit on you.
All right, Small Fry 15 says, "I grind FGO just like you." I don't know what that means. Do you know what FGO is?
I don't know either, actually.
Is that a game?
Maybe. I have no idea what FGO is.
Fate Grand Order?
Oh, Fate Grand Order. Oh. I don't
know.
I don't think either of us play.
It's not outside the realm of possibility that I have accidentally tagged this stream as me playing Fate Grand Order.
Rhino, did you accidentally tag the stream as you playing Fate Grand Order?
I don't think I did, but it is not outside the realm of possibility. My channel.
I can't be that upset, but it's very funny.
Yeah. No, stop. Done. No, it says just chatting.
Oh, okay. Well.
Okay. Well, thanks for the raid. I'm sorry that somebody lied to you about what I do. Yeah, Paimon not an emergency food says, "Anyway, I don't get this at all. What are you all doing?" We don't know. We don't know what we're doing.
No,
yeah, no, this is a show
all.
called Twit Tweets. We go over some news and then respond to some tweets from some twits, like this guy. It's not everybody's cup of tea. I've been getting way more negative comments on my videos on this channel than I do on my main channel.
We don't like it when you're being condescending about people on Twitter.
So, remember when we talked about James Somerton a few weeks ago?
Yep.
Yeah, so that video, the bit where we talked about James Somerton got put into the random clips of us being off topic. And then, of course, like, I'm a professional YouTuber. I try not to utilize clickbait too much, but like, if there's something in the video that I know is going to generate more clicks, that's what I'm going to title the video after. And the James Somerton thing was hot, so I titled the video about James Somerton, even though we only discussed him for a couple minutes. But like, the whole thing is just random discourse that didn't fit anywhere else. But like, I was getting comments on that being like, they don't even talk about James Somerton for 6 minutes, and then when they do, it's barely at all. You're like, yeah, but that's why in brackets at the end of the title I said, "and other random off-topic rambling," or whatever.
These people have never consumed a podcast.
I don't know. The podcasts I consumed are better edited than whatever I do.
Most of the podcasts I've consumed in my life haven't actually been edited at all.
Yeah, there are some that are like that, but most people can't pull that off. Like, when I was doing the podcast with Lily, I would edit out anytime we said like I do all the time. And
that would drive me insane.
Yeah, it took a lot of time, but like when you leave the ums in, it doesn't sound as good. And I say a lot.
True.
I try to avoid it, but I usually forget that I'm trying to avoid it.
I've been told that I don't say that much, but I don't notice whether I am or not. So
okay, chat, be nice to the new people. Don't scare them off with the drywall stuff and pretending to eat them. I think Axolotl is doing.
So that makes sense. Okay, cool. So chat that came over from my channel. Not everybody's as cursed as y'all.
Yeah.
That tells me it's my people.
Poor Paimon. No, well, Axolotl's usually in both our chats.
Yeah. True.
Yeah, so there was a brief period of my high school life where I considered majoring in philosophy when I went to college. I'm glad that I decided against it, but yeah, I could easily have seen myself becoming one of the people that gets stuck up their own asses about it.
I was one of the people that got stuck up my own ass about it. In the earlier portions of my channel, I was really, really into philosophy and was researching it all the fucking time. And when I would do videos, I was the fallacy bingo type of YouTuber a lot, where I'd be like, what you said is fallacious because it falls in line with this thing, and this is an error of logic on your part. And I would do it all the time, and I'll still do it now because I still retain a lot of that knowledge from when I was fixated on it. But like, when that hyperfixation died, I could tell, because I immediately went, a lot of these people fucking suck. The minute that my brain wasn't philosopher-broing anymore, I could tell.
Well, I think for me, so when I was in high school, I was a Christian. And so I think the appeal of philosophy was like, it's a lot of complicated language that it takes a lot of effort to understand, but once you do understand it, then there's supposedly stuff like supporting God, like it explains the reason why God would allow evil. It explains how God would exist. And like, so it was like faith confirming, but in a way that seemed intellectual. And that really appealed to me as someone like, I've always been into science and I've always considered myself to be intelligent. And so seeing myself as an intellectual, I'd be like, oh, well, I should absolutely go into this philosophy stuff so I can intellectualize my faith. And I if I'd have done that, I feel like I might have turned into Cameron Bertuzzi. Except I imagine I would have been better at the philosophy stuff than him.
You wouldn't be doing overly produced YouTube shorts telling atheists that they're actually stupid, really?
I haven't seen his shorts.
Oh.
But yeah, no, as far as the logical fallacies go, like this is one of the things where like philosophy can help, because you can not only learn how to identify the logical fallacies and see when people are using them, but when you actually come to understand, like one of the things that a lot of philosophers, either they don't understand it or they just ignore it, is that a logical fallacy does not necessarily mean that the argument that they're using is fallacious. It depends, like, we're talking about the informal logical fallacies versus the formal logical fallacies, because the informal ones are the ones that you hear about all the time, like, oh, that's an appeal to authority, that's an argument from popularity, that's those things. So, like, an appeal to authority, that is an informal fallacy, but that's because using an appeal to authority does not automatically make whatever argument you're making fallacious. So, for instance, I use arguments from authority all the damn time in my videos because I ain't no biologist, but I'm talking about evolution. Who am I going to appeal to? The people who know what the fuck they're talking about when it comes to evolution. That is
also that there's a certain form that a fallacious argument takes in general, where you say this is when you say this is true because the biologist said it.
Pega J is pointing out literally the fallacy, where you say, oh, that was fallacious, therefore it's wrong.
Yeah, something is not wrong because it's fallacious. A fallacy just means that you, even if you get the correct answer, you use the wrong method to get to it. It's like when you're doing a math problem and you get the same answer as the rest of the class.
That's not even always the case, because like I said, with the argument from authority, in something that requires expertise, that is the correct method. If I'm not an expert, then going to an authority, an expert in the subject, is actually the appropriate course of action.
I've always understood the argument from authority to be that it's fallacious when you say something is right because the authority said it, when the authority saying it has no bearing on its trustworthiness.
Yeah, that's the most obvious form of it. But like technically, anytime you appeal to an authority, that is an argument from authority.
Okay, fair enough.
It's just that sometimes it's a perfectly valid argument. But yeah, but so like yeah, so while there is value in pointing out fallacies, it's also helpful to understand that fallacies are not always inherently problematic.
They're not the be all end all.
Yeah. And it's much more fascinating to like, instead of just being like, that's a fallacy, let's move on. It's much more fascinating to actually like, okay, well, let's assume that your argument is correct and see what the implications would be. See where that leads us.
Let's go down the road.
Yeah.
And let's see what happens when we go down the road.
Mark Fernkoff says, Rhino, you can just say Forrest Valkai. I don't know specifically what that's with reference to, but Forrest is awesome. So yeah.
When you're talking about a biologist, you're just referring to the smarter biologist.
Oh. Yeah, no, I don't usually reference Forrest stuff. There have actually been, this might just come from like he's a much better science communicator than I am, but there have been like he's responded to some of the same videos that I have, and when I've watched his responses from doing the research that I needed to do in order to respond, there have been things that he said that they're not like wrong, but it's just like people could get the wrong impression from the way you're saying that. But it's always on stuff that's like it doesn't even matter if they do.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just better at being concise than I am. So like I'm always, and okay, this might speak to my partner thinking that I do have autism, is that I have to be technically correct. If I say something jokingly that is even partially correct, I have to like go back after the joke and be like, I was just joking about this. I am aware that this is, and this is why my videos are getting longer, is because like as I am learning more, I have to like, okay, well, I have to say this correctly, but in order to say that correctly, I have to first explain this. And this is going to be somebody's first video, so even though I've explained it before, I still have to explain it again, at least partially, or at least reference the video where I explained it before. And so I go down these rabbit holes of detail chasing. And it's not necessarily the best way to make content, but it's working for me now.
Oh boy.
What?
That feels like a headache and a half to have to do that. And then I'm like, but I think I've done the same thing in my content where I've just, while I'm live, I have to go, hold on, no, this is this. This one actually has to be explained this way. So I'm sitting there going, that sounds like a headache. And then my brain goes, okay, but you've done that. It sounds like a headache, but you've done it.